$1.75.
We're just talking about the bus, how it's gone up. And you used to get like a round trip for like $6 or something?
Oh, $5.
$5?
$5.50.
Yeah. Say hello, Nia.
Hello.
Yeah, the
$5.50.
everything's gone up. This place was,
No, it was $5, I think.
but it was expensive here for everything anyway,
Yeah.
to begin with, because
Large milkshake.
yeah, when I first moved here, I got off the airport. It was what, $11.99
Yeah.
for a large milkshake. When I got off the airport, I went to Baskin Robbins,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What?" I had to ask her. I'm like, "Is this wrong?" You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, and the first month we spent $4,000 on not rent or anything.
Yeah, we just spent $4,000 on just trying to adjust to the prices.
Yes, just for food.
Yeah, just like
4,000 a month.
living our regular life that we're normally used to living and buying and stuff. I was saying the other day how the Lawrence house, 3-bedroom, right? One Star Wars room, the room my dad used to live in, and then that we never really used, and then our bedroom.
Yeah.
Those 3 bedrooms
3-bedroom, yeah,
for less than this place.
much less.
2 living rooms.
Oh yeah,
We had 2 living rooms. Remember the sliding doors would open to the other living room?
yes.
Kitchen, dining room,
Yep.
bathroom, full bathroom. Yeah, but I mean, you know, it was a different world
Yes.
comparatively. But I mean, you don't spend a lot of time indoors here anyway. I mean, compared to, you know, New England, I was indoors 90% of the time. Here, it's like, you know, right?
Right.
So it's like it's not even like a big deal. And when I first moved here, the apartment looked like The Fugitive was living there. It was like 2 chairs, microwave, very sparse. It was like that for a while. Only because I always thought we're on the verge of moving somewhere else. Remember that? I'm like, oh, we gotta move somewhere else. And then I just got used to being there. Now it's the opposite of sparse. There's too much stuff. No more room for anything. Had that Hot Wheels meltdown. We'll go up this way, Bob. Oh, we're gonna go. Yeah, let's go through the woods there. Let's go through the backwoods. It's nice out there. Yeah, when we came the other day, remember the lights were out back there.
Yes.
Couldn't see a fucking thing. How's the crowds there? You guys busy or?
It's slowed down actually, sadly. Yeah.
Well,
I like it busy.
January usually is slow.
Yeah, it's February 1st today.
Oh, it's February 1st, huh?
Yes.
Wow. The shortest month of the year. I think, right? Yeah, 28 days.
Yeah.
28th day of February.
28.
It's your birthday this month and Valentine's Day. Oh, look at that.
The Chinese Lunar.
Yeah. Some more male hula
Of the
dances,
rabbit.
probably. What is it?
Year of the Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, good. It's like a attractive animal for change.
It's a cute animal.
Yeah, it's usually something like swine, monkey, rat. Every year it's like something like that. Yeah, mine was, my birthday, my sign's the pig. Which is kind of funny because that's what all the demonic people always call me. Pig, 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 pig. There's a lot of history with demonic entities and pigs. There's a Bible story where they put them. Who put it? Was it Jesus who did this? He put the entities into the pigs because they were trying to take over humans, and he put them in pigs instead.
That's why a lot of religions they don't eat pork because they call it the dirty animal.
That and like we have a lot in common with them. But they're the most human.
Oh yeah, that's why nowadays they do like a pig transplant in
Yeah.
humans. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the closest to us.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Kind of creepy. And people that have eaten human flesh, you know, like those weirdos in Hollywood that have that human flesh restaurant there that Katy Perry was eating at and shit. She said, when she was on Stern, she was like, the human flesh tastes like pork. Yeah, and I've heard other people say the same thing.
Oh, because we have a lot of fat problems.
Yeah, it's just that a lot of the biological makeup is the same, I guess. It's kind of weird to think about. They have almost like human eyes. I've never really been around them. I heard they're pretty chill.
Adorable.
Yeah, they're kind of laid back, right?
They're cute.
Aunt
Well,
Mary
they
Jo had
look
a
cute.
farm, but she never had pigs there.
There's lots of wild pig in Hawaii. Like,
Oh yeah,
yeah, but I heard they're aggressive.
yeah. My friend
Attractive
from Long's and her husband would go hunting them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You
Or
know.
there's a lot, like when you go hiking somewhere.
Yeah, up in the mountains. Up in the mountains, there are wild pigs.
That's the one people.
Yeah, what was that noise last night? It sounded like a bomb went off.
Yeah, it was loud.
What was that?
Even the dogs were going off.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it sounded like if it was a firework, then it was like real close. It was just a big like boom.
I thought it was guns.
And, yeah, it was like shaking, like it was shaking too. Like the ground was, not the ground, but the broom felt like it was shaking for a second.
It's hot over there.
Got hot yesterday. I guess I'll leave you off at the corner here.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, maybe I'll come by a visit later.
Yeah, we'll see each other soon.
Yeah. I'll make sure that everything's prepared for your arrival.
Yes, thank you.
All the many intricate checklist of things. Make sure the ears are plugged in. Fluff the pillow.
Yes.
There's a couple things I do.
Straighten the bed.
Straighten the bed. No, it was already done by the time we left. Yeah, my OCD wasn't gonna let me walk away without that happening. Yeah, you can already feel that it's you can feel the temperature changing a little bit. All right, Udo, I love you. Pinkies, bye. Love you. Have a good day. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
Text me your
The two hats collided. All right, bye. Love you. I got a regular dude outfit on today.
Building here is the embassy suite.
I had avocado in my head. They're doing this crazy deep dive on Genesis past month or two, and they keep popping up in everything, man. Everything. So I had the nursery crime was playing on my headphones, and I'm laying down, and me is asleep, and it comes right to the part of the song about she is your lady, brush the hair from her face, and I was doing that. I was rubbing her head, like it's fucking weird. It's all synchronicity things. I'm sure people that are going through a lot of the spiritual awakening stuff are beginning to understand the spiritual nature of this whole thing. Are friendly with or used to synchronicity by this point. They become more voluminous, I guess. That's a fucking terrible word. What are they trying to say? The speed and the volume of synchronicities are taking an uptick. And it's been going on for a while with me. Like just these really weird, impossible things that are connected to another. For a while, I thought I was gonna like crack the code with that shit. So what I started doing is I would write down the synchronicity. I'd make a note on my phone, on my notes, about what the synchronicity was pertaining to, what time it came in, what day it came in, and then every connection to it that would come under it. And I was making all these lists, and after a couple weeks of doing that, I kind of got sick of it. But I think my idea was, because sometimes like the way I look at it is when you get one and it leads you to another one, I then try to figure out a way for the next one to lead me somewhere. Like if it's, say for instance, like something in a song, you know, I'll be like, oh, what album is that on? maybe I should listen to the whole thing and then try to find something there and wait for another clue to move to the next position. Yeah, that didn't really happen. I was hoping that if I could crack that code, I could sort of figure out how to ride the wave there, but you really, I mean, maybe someone smarter could, I can't. It's getting across here. The silence of the corner is deafening. A couple people talking. A few people talking. God bless them. I love when people like talk to each other. It's like, it makes me know they're human, you know? Usually it's just stony silence, and we see how it is. You come up to one of these corners to go across the street, you're waiting at the light, and you know, a bunch of people will crowd around you. No one understands personal space, and I know this is a fucking stop whining thing, but you know, it's a good clue to let you know who around you is more like you and who isn't. If someone completely disregards personal space up to the point where, like, I could feel their breath on my neck, smell their perfume or cologne, or, you know, you get some dude's arm hair against your shoulder, it's like, ugh. But you can't get mad because they don't know they're doing anything wrong. You know, they're just like, it's just, they're different kind of people. They're different, a different kind of people. And that's fine. I try not to get upset with it, but you see a lot of that kind of stuff out here. Like, just a lot of, a lack of self-awareness, you know? Let me see, which way am I gonna go? I'm gonna go straight. I'm gonna go straight. I was looking at this the other day. This guy was in Portland. Just like, I think he was a journalist. He's doing a story on the homeless. So he's like kind of legit, right? I think that's the setup. And this guy just sees him with the camera, and he does one of these homeless people things where, like, stop filming me. And the guy starts chasing him down with an axe of fucking hatchet. He's coming at him fast too. The guy just turned and ran. I hope in that moment I would know to turn and run too, but I don't know, because you get mad a little bit, and I would probably think, well, I'll see what this guy wants, like an idiot. I know I would do that, because I don't like the idea of having someone chasing you. You know, someone, why are you chasing me? Why are you running? Why are you chasing me? Why are you running? You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing. And then, like, if he wants to fucking do a 20 paces thing and just fucking, you know, the Patriot, that axe in your back, you're fucked, you know? The guy that did a video on it, he was talking about how this happens a lot with people. And usually if you defend yourself against them, you're the one that gets in trouble. And he was making like a race slant of it, but I don't think it's a racial thing. I think it's just that it doesn't matter what race they are. Homeless people are looked at as underprivileged in some of these more liberal areas. So it doesn't matter what color the person is that attacks you. I think it's more that they're homeless and they're attacking you. So you're going to have, you know, people that'll be like, whatever. You can't defend yourself in a lot of these states. Kind of fucked up. You know, that's why you gotta be in charge of your own security. You know, especially like a place like this. You know how it is with the cops. They're just not here. You know. Yeah, it's funny in the morning too. Sometimes I come up here, and I think they do some kind of shift change. Because I was out here one morning doing a video, and I pointed them out. And I'm like, wow, look at all those cops. I think what they were doing is like a shift change, you know, where they come in and then people go out, and there's so many cop cars out there, almost a dozen maybe. I think they're like that now. What time is it now? It is, yeah, 7:17. It's around that time, so maybe 7 o'clock they do some kind of shift change. But then all those cars and all those officers, like, where the fuck do they go? they get the fuck out of Dodge. They're not here. Like, they don't stick around here. They go in and they have their little meeting or whatever it is. The thing I thought that was only on TV, it might still only be on TV. Okay, guys, you know, be good out there. Write some tickets, you know. And then they jump in their cars and they vanish into the air. Or at least that's what it seems. Yeah, see, they're all there now, but where do they all go? I mean, yeah, there's crime in other parts of the island, for sure. But there's also other police stations, you know. And this is where I think you'd want to be the most. This is where the money is. This is where the economic driver of the entire state is. Basically, literally, this street right here. For all the islands. So I don't know. There's something with that. There's something with that. I think that's the first, that's the oldest building here. It's nice in there. We'll have to go walk through there someday. Add that to the giant list of places that I say I'm going to. So yeah, I was talking about going to Chinatown Friday, and I told Nia that, and she's like, "Oh, I want to go with you because I want to go shopping down there, you know, because there's cool like thrift stores and stuff." So I'm like, "Oh, cool. Day off tomorrow. Let's go tomorrow." She's like, "Well, not tomorrow." So I'm like, "All right. Well, next day off." Her next day off is Tuesday. So maybe I'll run down anyway on Friday, just do a little run through, and then I'll go down with her. Because if she comes with me, she's gonna want to go to different areas. Like, she's not gonna want to go to some of the places I want to go to. You know, some of the old places I used to walk around and hang around in. A lot of history there. A lot of history. It's really cool. There's a lot of stuff to look at too. Some of those buildings survived like those crazy fires that they had in the 1800s, which is like every state in the Union had some kind of crazy late 1800s earthquake / fire / everything was wrecked. And I don't know. I think that's part of the narrative of the reshaking the snow globe. The reset, you know, where they bring all the new citizens in. I don't know how they get them. I don't know where they come from, but it's funny. You look at some of those pictures from those times. Like John Levy has a lot of that stuff, and I guess he's some kind of shill or something, or gatekeeper. I haven't been keeping up with that, but I've seen a lot of guys talk about that with him. I don't know. I know most of the people are. Most of the people are on YouTube, and especially in the truth community, because they want to have the lockdown on that shit. But yeah, it'll show like 1800s, and they'll be like everything's wrecked, but everything's built, right? All these giant buildings, a downtown area, all built up. In the 1800s, all they had was fucking horses and fucking wagons, and it's all built up but all destroyed. And there's guys walking around there with like that looked like they came off the cover of Hemispheres from Rush. The guy in the suit, not the naked dude, but you know, they had that old-timey kind of full wool suit on, and they're just walking around the street looking like they just got there. It's really bizarre. So every one of these places had this kind of end of the 1800s turnaround kind of disaster porn thing. And Chinatown had these crazy fires. I forgot a lot of it. I'm going to do a little bit more reading about the fires, so when I'm down there I can talk about it a bit more. And a lot of it didn't all get burned down though. You know, there's some buildings there that survived 2 fires. It's pretty interesting shit. So yeah, we're going to be doing a Chinatown excursion. That'll be fun. I haven't been there in a while. I'll be a little bit later. I just got to go over here into ABC and buy a $7 coffee. Don't blame the teacher, blame the school.